The grain elevator was kind of the big prairie skyscraper of its day. It was what we call now a prairie sentinel, and they're kind of disappearing rapidly on the prairies. So this was brought here in 1967 from Shonts. It was built in 1909. The grain elevators were where the grain farmers took their grain from their harvest and dropped it off to be then transferred to the railway. But it also is important because it's a place that farmers were coming to see each other. So they were able to kind of form a little bit of community around there. They might go to the grain elevator to chat with each other. It was kind of a community meeting space as well as being that important spot of business. At the time that this grain elevator was built, we were still mostly using horses as our transport. You had to have grain elevators in every community that were about a day apart, so you needed to be able to get to the grain elevator and back within a day. So that's why there were so many of them all across the prairies. It was a way that their farming reached from their local community into the national and international market. The grain would go onto the CPR or the Grand Trunk Pacific or the Canadian Pacific, and it would go all over the world. So all the way back out to Ontario, it might go to Vancouver, and then from Vancouver get on a boat and go all the way to China. So the grain from Alberta was going all over the place. You can find modern grain elevators near Nanton and near Camrose, Alberta, and all sorts of different areas around the province where there are large amounts of grain farms.